Matz had to do a few different versions of a opening announcement kind of sound. Hello, adventurers. I want to welcome you to Adventurous Spirits. This is a weekly musical podcast to help us all reclaim some excitement, magic, beauty, freedom available to us in everyday life. I don't know about you, but for me right now, life is very busy. And sometimes that busyness is exciting and fresh, and it sweeps you up in sort of the possibilities. And other times it just feels like a lot to do. You know? Give me a heck yes in the comments if you resonate with that. It's been feeling like that for a couple of months, and I have a theory. I think sometimes, especially at the beginning of the year, we've just come out of a long period of celebrating. Usually we all have, well, at least in the United States, we have holidays at the end of the calendar year. In addition to a lot of work to finish up the calendar year, and a lot of times it overlaps with your fiscal year. So it's a ton of work mixed with a ton of play and some relaxation and some spending time with family. And then we get into the new year and we haven't planned anything. We don't have any commitments other than our usual, work and family commitments. And it's like, oh, the world is my oyster. I feel refreshed. Let me plan a bunch of stuff. And everybody gets that way, and before you know it, your entire next 3 months are taken up with activity. Some of it is a project that you have to do for work, some of it is a fun thing or a vacation, and it just makes the time fly. But it feels very full. And sometimes I get, what's the word? I get kind of bummed out when I have a lot of activity already planned. When I'm looking forward to my day or to my week and I realize every day is something's going on. There's no room to just kind of explore how I feel and do whatever I want to do. And but it's important, I think, in those moments to remember that I chose to do these things with my time. I chose to make these commitments, and just step by step as I show up for them, I'll remember why I wanted to do this in the first place. So that's a little pep talk I gave myself over the weekend. And that's coming from someone who can turn literally anything into a chore. So no reflection on the activities themselves or the people I committed to. It's just purely about my own personality and the way that I get sometimes. So today I want to go a little more deeply into the concept of human relationships as it relates to our community. We all have communities of people that we're part of. And I think we're all in different places from day to day in terms of how we interact with that community, how we benefit from it, how we give to it. And so I want to tell you a story about what I've been learning in that realm very recently. So there is a method behind the songs that I'm about to sing for you, but I won't really explain it right now. I'm just going to play this song that it kind of sums up my entire vision as an artist and my entire reason for writing and performing music. And it is called Artist Song. So they told me I should work from 9 to 5 to stay alive. Toe the line, bide my time till I'm finally 65. Well, I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Tell you what, it sucked. It took some time to recognize I'm cut from artist's cloth, and I am called to be exceptionally creative in everything I do. It's not a choice I made, it's a life I'm made for. A roller coaster ride to heaven's door. Miraculous, enticing, comfort sacrificing, and every day I ask for more. Oh no, sometimes you cry, hang your head and sigh when best laid plans are compromised. Just close your eyes, don't criticize, it's fine though every freaking day is a surprise. Oh, oh, oh. What you're doing, where you're going, be open to the possibilities. Hustle, bustle, toil, and trouble feels productive in a bubble. Wait, let's reevaluate people, places, thoughts, and feelings. Out of nowhere, humans being torn apart and put together. I don't wanna miss it, whether life looks how I think it should or not. Oh, 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 creative in everything I do. It's not a choice I made, it's a life I'm made for. A roller coaster ride to heaven's door. Miraculous, enticing, comfort sacrificing. Tell me, what else am I living for? Oh no, sometimes we'll cry, hang your head and sigh when it's just way too much surprise. Just lift your eyes, watch the sunrise. Some things can be relied on, even if every freaking day is a surprise. Oh, you know how much we love a good surprise. So, this is episode number 16, Adventurous Spirits number 16. Today we are talking about the power of community. And I get to be your host, Courtney Matz. I'm going to serenade you on this personal growth journey that we are all on, because I think you will agree every personal growth journey needs a good soundtrack. And so when I'm singing, those are the montage times. Feel free to get a lot done during those parts. And then when I'm just playing, that's when the more discussion-y things can be going on, or internally or externally. Anyway, that was a reference to movie soundtracks. I don't know if it translates. Let me know if you got it. But I wanted to ask you today, as you are here on this Tuesday, or whenever you happen to be listening in, what do you think of the concept of leveraging community, of participating in a community, of leveraging sounds like such a mercenary word, but I think there's an element of leveraging your community that is just not, it takes an extra step of thought. It's not automatic. But there's also, so I think of community with these two arms, like the body of community, the people that you are connected to. And then you have this side of it where you are contributing to your community. You are helping people. You are offering business to people. You are patronizing businesses. And then you have this other arm that's receiving from community, where when you need help, you have people to go to, or you have people to just have fun with. And I'm thinking of needs in very nebulous terms. We all have a lot of needs, right? And in American society, it's encouraged that you figure out how to meet those needs for the most part. That's maturity. That's becoming an adult. Doesn't mean that you have to meet all of them yourself. And I would tell you, I don't think that you can meet all of them yourself. I think that is just fundamentally impossible. That's why we need each other. We do need each other. We may not need one another in the sense that if we don't have the person we're used to depending on, we just shrivel up and die. But we are, I think, designed and built to function together as a society. Open to thoughts on that. But I say all that to set up the idea that I tend to be much more aware of ways that I can contribute to my community, and less aware of ways that I actually depend on my community, which may sound really strong and, powerful, but it actually is a very limiting perspective, because I have a wealth of resources available to me in just people and relationships. Because if I need even something as simple as a piano tuner, I may not know where to go to find that. But maybe I know 5 other people who have a great piano tuner and who will come and give me a great price on tuning my piano. And if I don't ask anyone for advice on that, then I'm left to my own devices. Now, there are times when you can simply Google it, and Google certainly supplies a lot of our demand for information. Or any search engine, really. But there is something about even asking, it's just more of a go-to to search something or look it up on YouTube tutorials than to just talk to people. And there's an added benefit of talking to people, having a conversation that helps me relate to other people and to feel connected and like I'm part of something. So what has your experience been, and what is your tendency in this area? Are you more of I'm aware of how I can help you, so let me help you, or are you more of I'm aware of what I need and how I can ask for support in very specific ways? Which one is are you more likely? Which scenario are you more likely to be in? I'm really, really thirsty today. Steve is here in the chat. Welcome, Steve. Appreciate Steve chatting live. He says, I have several different communities that I'm part of, including Epiphany Space. They each fill different needs and provide different resources, and they're all pretty cool in different ways. I love it, yes. But would you say, Steve, that you are more aware of the ways that you can contribute to each of those communities, or more aware of ways that you can be benefited by those communities? Oh my gosh, cannot say the word community. Not a committee, a community. Steve referenced Epiphany Space, and Epiphany Space is two things. It is both a physical location here in Hollywood, which is where I currently am. Thank you, Epiphany Space, for providing this beautiful atmosphere and internet so that I can be here podcasting live. And the second thing that it is a global community of creative people. So there's an online component, there's a way of staying connected with people across the nation at this point, but I think soon across the world, from a variety of backgrounds with a variety of experiences and know-how, who are all generous and kind and warm and able to help one another, even just with ideas, which is an area that I have been really leaning into lately. More about that soon. See, Steve says, I'm not great at asking for help or support, but I do enjoy providing it to others when and how I can. Yeah, same. Same. And you know what's really cool about that is that when we ask for help, other people get to enjoy that feeling of helping us, you know? So that alone, I think, is a good reason to consider it. This song has nothing to do with that, really. And after I play it, I will explain my methodology behind these 3 songs today. Here we go. Let's start in the right key. Watching sea and sky, and soon everything will be revealed. When you build your time machine, come get me. Let's go everywhere we've been and haven't seen. I've been waiting for you here. Don't delay my mystery. Oh, you're a mystery. Come find me. All the places we have gone, all the things that we have done, all the people we have known. Only when you build your time machine. So build your time machine. When you build that time machine, come get me. Let's show the neighbors just how dumb they were to doubt you and I don't care if it takes years. I'll be here, my Mr. Mystery, my mystery. You're a mystery, come find me when you build your time machine. So, breaking news. I have been thinking about offering a songwriting workshop. I call it self-care through songwriting, which is basically helping people who already know a lot about songwriting, even though they don't realize it, because you have been listening to music your entire life. So my idea is to help you actually take a lot of your background knowledge, mix it with some of your current feelings and life experiences, and turn it into your very own song, even if you have never tried to write a song before. Or if you have and you want to get a little better at it. Now, my first feelings on having a thought like that are, but where do I begin? I know that I can put a workshop together. I know that I can lead it and I can have a great time doing it. I don't always know how to price it, how to tell people about it, where to host it in terms of ticket sales and the workshop itself. Should it be in person? Should it be virtual? It's going to be virtual, by the way, because I have so many more relationships across the country, across the nation, across the world, actually, than I do locally. And I would like everyone to be able to participate in this. So, you know what I did is I took a page out of the book from my friend Suzanne Yeda, who is also a musician. She goes by the moniker Little Spiral. And like me, Suzanne has had multiple careers in her young life. She started off as a journalist, and she's done a lot of freelance marketing, and now she works as a communications director for a National Songwriting Association. I'm not sure what the actual name of it is, but that's the general idea. But she sent out an example of an email that she wrote when she was first starting to go freelance. And all it did was invite the people in her life to help her make some decisions about what to offer, how to price it, and what to do next, kind of. And I was like, maybe I can do that. Maybe I can do that. So on Friday, I did that. And I don't know if you've ever tried to ask for that kind of help before, but I'm used to sending a lot of emails that I just don't really know if anyone has time to read them. I don't know if they care about what I'm writing about. I mean, there's so many things coming at you in the course of any given day. It just seems like email is more of a burden than a joy. It used to be fun, when we first got email back in the late 90s, early 2000s. But I got so many responses, you guys. I got a lot of responses right away and a lot of really helpful suggestions. And I was blown away. I was so encouraged. One, just that folks took the time to respond. They took my questions seriously and they thought about it and then they gave me their advice. And two, just to have the information that they were giving, it was really encouraging. And it started to give me a lot of vision and help me think, maybe I can do this. So I say all that to say, maybe there's something like that for you. Maybe there's just a back of your mind worry that just sharing it with your community in some tangible way would just shed light on it or open things up to possibilities. So here's the punchline. In my email, I said, if you can get back to me by Monday, I will send you something cool. I did that because that's what Suzanne did, but here's the secret. I didn't really know what cool thing I could send them. I was like, well, it's Friday. I've got till Monday. I'll figure it out. And my initial idea didn't work because I just got too many responses. I wanted to do something super personalized. So I thought, well, what can I do instead? What I wound up doing was I took lyrics from 3 different songs and I made a lock screen, like for your phone. So I just made a digital screen that could work as your lock screen so that when your phone turns on, you see it. And it's just a little visual reminder of some potentially helpful thoughts, such as the one I'm about to sing you in this song. I see you locked inside a cage of your own making, too strong for breaking, but you've grown too big to stay, suspended high above the ground, no way out but down. Scared of falling, caught between the dust and stars. You don't know yet who you are, but you've been swallowing fire. Let go, free fall. Who knows what happens when you let your guard down? Breathe. Sitting still, find out when you will. You figured out you're in this cage beneath the night sky, watching them fly by like it's what they're made to do. Suddenly it all sinks in, that's the club you want to be in. But how to get up there when you're caught between the dust and stars, realizing who you are, and maybe you can breathe. Fire, let go, free fall. Who knows what happens when you let your guard down? Breathe out. Sitting still, find out when you will. you sitting still. Fly them when you will. Well, friends, that's our show for today. I hope that I have inspired you to step out a little bit from your comfort zone, to recognize how far you've come, and to embrace the wonderful relationships around you. And maybe this week you'll just realize that there's a little something troubling you. It's just bothering you in the back of your mind, making you worry. Maybe there's an opportunity there. Maybe there is a person or a group of people to invite into that little nagging worry with you. Not that they need to have the answer. There's no pressure for that. But maybe they just have an idea or a suggestion that changes the way you see it. If you've been enjoying yourself today, I hope you'll take a moment to like and subscribe to this little podcast that we do every week. And if you'd like to support its existence and all of the songs that I've been playing for you, I invite you to join my Patreon membership at patreon.com/CourtneyMatz. Even $1 a month helps keep me going and gets you some cool insider perks. I hope you know that I believe in you. And I'm right here with you on this whole journey of adventuresome living and of learning to grow in our community connections, to harness the power of community and the wealth of human resources right here all around us. I'll see you next week. Have fun out there.